Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. Now, I want to go into another lesson, and while I get the inspiration to do this lesson from, I was watching Apostle Ramlab. I think it was yesterday. I forget the title of his lesson, but he mentioned, or he said during the lesson, he said divine intervention from the fourth dimension. And once we hear something or read something, that kind of spark our spirit. So that kind of got my mind going. That's what I want to touch on in this lesson. Again, I'll probably title with this, divine intervention from the fourth dimension, right? And the point of me going into this is that the times we coming in, the scripture says the earth have never seen it. History have never witnessed the great death, or should I say mass death, right? The great plagues and all these events that's about to take place on earth, not just in America or in the Middle East or no, all across the world, man. And the thing is, it's going to get so bad on the earth that the Lord going to have to send down literal angels in order to preserve his elect. You see? So again, divine intervention from the fourth dimension. Up there where the heavens at, where the Lord at, man. The Most High Yahweh Shai, the angels. The spiritual realm as we would know it. Where the spirits are housed at, man. Well, look, the Lord will have to send angels from that realm to come on earth to help out his elect. And that's what we can look forward to. And that's been on my spirit like these past couple of weeks. That we know we're in a time where all hell could break loose at any moment. Man, Esau got robots and super soldiers and all these things to come at the elect, right? As Revelation 12 and 17 say, which we'll probably get in a few, how he want to come after the believers, those who got the truth for the Lord. And he got many different weapons and defenses to try to stop the Lord's elect. But the thing is, once he try to turn that up, the Lord gonna have to go to the next level. So the worse this world get, the better it is for us. The closer Esau get to putting his hands on us, the closer we are to witnessing miracles and seeing and being a part of divine intervention, man. As a matter of fact, before we get into the lesson, I want to get that definition of divine intervention. Now, this is just a quick Wikipedia definition. And we'll get into the lesson. It says divine intervention is an event that occurs when a deity, which is a god or a god, right, which is the Heavenly Father or Yahweh Shai or any angels, the gods of the earth, right? I'm going to read it again. It says divine intervention is an event that occurs when a deity, which is a god, becomes actively involved in changing some situation in human affairs. So it says when a god, capital G, or a god, a lowercase g, so the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah, any angel, right, any being from that fourth dimension, the spiritual realm, it says when they become actively involved in real life time in changing some situation in human affairs, working on the earth, man. Working on the earth. And there's many different examples that we have in the scriptures. You had Elijah, right? An angel came to Elijah one time when Jezebel wanted to kill him and gave him food. And I think the food lasted him 40 days. He ate twice. It lasted him 40-something days, I believe. Right? But an angel came to him and fed him during the time. Oh, and it was during a famine. During the time of a famine. You see? During the time of the famine, an angel could come and give us food, man. It happened before. Right? Even Yahweh Shai, when he got weak, after he was fasting, 40 days and 40 nights, angels came to him and strengthened him. And that's when he began his ministry. So he got strength from angels. And then even after his ministry in the Garden of Gethsemane, when he was sweating blood going through it, even right there, angels came and strengthened him and prepared him for when he was about to go through, man. To go through that beating and the crucifixion. You know? Oh, angels literally came down in the book of Maccabees. Israel fighting, going to war. The Lord sent down angels, man, from the heavens to help fight with us on the earth. And look, they could come in actual angel form, looking like, a God from the heaven, or they could come and make themselves like man on earth. They could make themselves look like a homeless person on earth. And you think it's a homeless person, but it's really, what's the movie Will Smith played on when he was the superhero? He was a drunk, right? Looked like a bum, but he was a power though. That's why Apostle Paul said in Hebrews 13 that don't be not forgetful to entertain strangers, because some have entertained angels unaware. The Lord might have you in a concentration camp thinking you sent by another citizen, and he know the way out, because that was an angel the whole time. Is that not, or should I say, is that far-fetched? It's not. Because when Tobit sent his son Tobias, and we'll get into the scriptures, I'm just kind of, giving examples of divine intervention that happened in the scriptures. So how much more are we in a time like never before that the Lord gonna have to help us out and assist us now, man? But going back to Tobias, which is Tobit's son, right, in the book of Tobit, Tobit sent his son Tobias off on a long journey. And he said, look, go find a man that can help you. Now, Tobias thought he was just walking outside of his house, getting an Israelite man to help him. Well, the man that he got to help him and the man who was with him on his journey all this time was Raphael the angel. But he ain't know it until when he came back safe, and Raphael said, yeah, this whole time I was an angel. I was sent to protect you. I heard y'all prayers. You feel me? Come on, man. Took away Tobit blindness and all that. But the point is, we can expect these things. Oh, another one, Peter. We know we're in a time where Esau about to come down on the believers, right? Peter was thrown in jail. Now, how Peter got out? Was he bonded out, right? John came bond him out, I like that movie, Escaping Alcatraz, had a hole in the back of his cell, and he escaped. No, man. An angel came get Peter out of there, then walked him through the jail, through the wards, and nobody seen him. Which sure, look, the angel had to, have Peter and him invisible or something if nobody seen him. Then they just walked through the gate. Well, the point is, the times are quickly approaching that we are about to start being greeted by angels. Seeing live miracles in person, being a part of these things. We ain't just gonna be on YouTube forever, man. But let's hop into these scriptures. Salaki for the long intro. This Mark 13. And Lord willing, this shouldn't be that long. I'll try to speed it up a little bit. This took a little long. This Mark 13 and 19. This Yahweh shot straight to the point. Salaki. Yeah, Mark 13 and 19. It says, for in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which the Most High created unto this time, and neither shall be. So the times we coming in, look, man, nobody have ever experienced it before this time, and even after Jacob's trouble is done, nobody go ever go through, man, a gruesome time and a fearful time like this world about to feel. And it says, and except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he have chosen, he have shortened the days, man. So it's about to be a time like never before, and the Lord gonna have to speed up time, because if not, it says everybody, all flesh gonna die. But because of the elect's sake, that's why he gonna speed it up. And the same reason for the elect's sake is why he gonna send angels down from the heavens, man. But I just want to build this point real quick to show, look, Esau, before we get into the, intervention, I want to get how Esau, he go come with Ra first. That's the reason we gonna need help. It's gonna be, look, famines. That's the reason the Lord gonna have to feed us, whether he gonna use angels or animals. Like Elijah had ravens came feed him. That was divine intervention. Although it was a raven feeding him, because the raven was directed from the heavens, man. To change men's situation. intervening on human affairs, right, with heavenly beings. But let's get Revelation 12 real quick, just to show the time we coming in and why we gonna need help, man. Think about it. These people in the world ain't gonna have help. Like the 2 Kings 6, it was during a famine. A woman ate her child, and she ran to the king the next day, and she was like, "King, help me." The king said, "Woman." He said, "How you expect me to help you if Yahweh ain't helping you?" So how much more in these times, if the Heavenly Father, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai ain't helping you, then how you expect to survive, man? This Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea." Why? It says, "For the devil," which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, as it says in 2 Thessalonians 2, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. It says, "For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." So Esau about to turn it up. He about to speed this NWO, that great RESET. He about to speed that up because he know he ain't got long to rule. He's saying he's been exposed on a daily by these whistleblowers, right? And then a prophet's getting a hold of it, videos and articles, and linking them to prophecy, bringing out who they are according to prophecy, to the Edomites, right? And ultimately how Lord go come. Esau know he don't have long left to rule. That's why, seeing he got a little time left, he about to just say fuck it and go all out. Like the end of a football game, or you know, you need a trick play or something, you lose and you need something to happen, you just start doing fumblerooskies and Hail Marys and all kind of trick plays. With Esau, he about to pull out all his tricks, all his technology, all his robots, all his everything, man, just so he can make sure he try to secure his kingdom. But it ain't gonna happen. And the main ones he got a art with is the elect. And let's jump down to verse 17, because verse 12 said he coming down on the whole earth, but when he make his move, it's specifically the believers of the Lord. This Revelation 12:17. "And the dragon was wroth with the woman," with all Israel. That's why it's Jacob's trouble. "With the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed." So although Esau coming down on the whole world, he really want the elect. Because the thing is, he's not swayed or moved by the world. He know he could persuade them or just put them to death. But dealing with the elect is different. That's why he's saying, look, we don't know who the elect are, so fuck it, let's just go get the whole world. Just like Herod. He ain't know which baby Yahweh Shai was. He said, just kill them all. Same with Moses. We don't know which one Moses, just kill all the newborns. But the same thing, he don't know who the elect are in the four corners. So he's saying, we're going to bring terror on the whole earth then, in the hopes we could get one to offset prophecy. So again, this is who he want. "And the dragon was rough with the woman," Revelation 12:17, "and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai." That's who he want. Because he know the earth will be sped up because their sakes. That's what we started with, right? He know his time will be sped up because of the elect's sake. So he want to get them out the picture. Let's go to this real quick. Let me get one more. Going into how Esau will come around, and then I get how we gonna need or receive divine intervention, right? And it shouldn't be long. This Revelation 16, and let's go into Esau coming with that great wrath. Revelation 16. Not Revelation 16. 2nd Ezra 16, and I'm gonna start at verse 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." Now, what's the burning wrath of that great multitude? Them soldiers. It's going to be foreign troops, right? UN troops, Russian troops probably, China troops, even American troops here. Hey, mercenaries, you know. That's going to be coming. Super soldiers, robots. All these things are being made and set to combat the Lord's elect. And that's why the Most High gonna have to come down and intervene, because it's gonna be out of our hands by then. And think about what the Lord about to do to certain men. I'm talking about with power. Even certain men gonna receive power. Like the brother Sha'ar in Dallas said a while back, he gave a similar tool using Samson. Now, and I'm gonna get back to the scriptures. Right? Remember, we going into that burning wrath for that great multitude and how they go come down. And then that's when the Lord going to show his divine intervention. But before that, let's take Samson, for example. Now, when Samson was here today, and let's start with this. So back then, Samson, he was able to kill 1,000 Philistines with one jawbone, right? Because all the Philistines had was swords and shields. So he was able to whoop their ass with a jawbone, 1,000 of them. Now today, if it was 1,000 Edomites, Samson would get, now although he can get shot and not feel it and still be alive, like the book of Eli, understanding that the Lord can do that. But the thing is, Samson, all Edomite had to do today is just shoot him. Send a drone and strike him, send a missile and bomb him, a heat wave, gun, all these different, robot, the dog robot with the AK-47 on the back. Esau just could have sent that at Samson and laid him down. Although I understand the Lord could keep Samson alive. The thing is, he didn't have that technology to deal with back then. He just had 1,000 Philistines and they had swords. So today, in order for us to overcome drones, robots, super soldiers who got their DNA tweaked so they like the Terminator, right? In order for us to combat that, that's to show that the next level the Lord got to go to. He have to lift up a standard in order for us to overcome these things, man. That's why it's understandable that brothers going to get powers. Angels got to come down. Because if not, how we going to get through all this, man? You see? But let's read on. So this 2 Ezra 16 and 68 again, it says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." And that's that same burning wrath from Revelation 12 and verse 17. It says, "And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." Right? They had a concentration camp set up. Right? These different torturing centers, MOTB stations. Right? They get your C-hips in you. And they going to try to get people to get C-hip, man. C-hip or juiced up again. When they take you out your house, they're going to take you to a camp or take you to a C-hipping facility. And it says, verse 69, "And they that consent unto them." So if you go to them looking for help, thinking Red Cross going to help you, thinking FEMA going to help you, the government going to help you. Well, look, once you run your, ASS to them camps, you're going to get caught up. So that's why Yahweh Shai told us, when we see these things, although he was talking about 70 AD, in Matthew 24, but then he was talking about the end of the world. But he said, when you see these things, flee, run. Well, look, we need to take heed to that too. Once we see them troops, run. Mercenaries and not run. Don't go to them. Just because it's a concentration camp and you see people behind that gate getting health care, getting their wounds stitched up that they got from Jacob's trouble, they probably got shot or their arm got bit off by a person. You see them getting health care. You see children playing in the back corner, right? You see tents, people got shelter, people eating pork and beans, right? And you outside the gate just got to deal with Jacob's trouble. Still, don't go to the concentration camp, because when you go, in order to get those benefits of what you think is benefits, you're going to have to get C-hipped. So that's why I say right here, verse 69, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot." You're going to lose if you go to Esau for help. That's why it says, the scriptures say in Sirach 12, "Never trust thine enemy," man. Right? It says, but the next verse, verse 70, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." So that's Esau's main target, those who Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is dealing with. It says, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." So they're going to be able to touch some of the Lord's elect. But like Paul said in 1 Corinthians 15, we shall not all sleep, but we going to all be changed. All of us ain't going to die. All of us ain't going to have to go through, gruesome tortures. It says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." So once Esau make his move and get close to or touch the elect. It says, next verse, and then, right? So once that happened, it says, and then shall they be known who are my chosen. The Lord gonna show something or do something in the earth by way of divine intervention, divinely intervening to separate his elect from the people of the world, to keep his elect protected from the people of the world. It's going to be shown in his time. It says, so it might be, again, a brother gets spiritual power, angels be sent, however it happened. The animals that's roaming around, they help out the men and the women of the elect. All right, as it says in Job, the 5th chapter. But at this point it says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. It says, and hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. G-U-I-D-E, guide. He gonna lead us through it. By way of what? Sending help. Let's get into that help. This is Isaiah 59:19. We can kind of roll a little faster. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? So when these troops move in, and look, when you think of a flood, it come quick and it spread quick. Water spread quick. So Esau, when he make his move, he gonna do it quickly, man. It says when the enemy shall come in like a flood, and that's unexpected. Floods usually unexpected. But what's going to happen when the enemy come in? It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. The Lord going to do something to allow us to escape, man. And who knows what that's going to be. But our mind is on, say we get into a concentration camp, we should be looking for angels to come help us. Just like Peter. What happened to Peter? Right? If it's famine, we should be looking for ravens or animals or people to help feed us. A brother to pop up out of nowhere like Habakkuk did Daniel and fed him in a lion's den. That's why it's important to go into these accounts. Romans 15:4 said the things that was written aforetime was written for our learning, so that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, man. So when the enemy coming like a flood again, we should be looking for the Lord to make a move and help us out. Right, you and your house, your wife, your children sleep during the morning. The troops break in, right? You start shooting. All of a sudden, you and your family hiding, and the troops walking right around y'all. But the Lord have it to where y'all invisible, and the troops just walk out. Nobody in the house, but y'all in the house though. But y'all seem invisible to them. The Lord can do anything, man. We have to know this. So when he come, it says, Daniel 12:1, and at that time, so once Esau make his move, once it's time for the Lord to send divine intervention, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the Archangel Michael. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, so once real trouble come, all hell break loose, it says, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So even Michael gonna stand up for us, man. And not just Michael. But when times get serious, many angels will begin to be sent down to the earth to assist the elect. Look, each elect got their own angel anyway. Did not Yahweh Shai say that? That watch how you treat the little ones, because their angels do always behold the face of the Lord. And that was T-H-E-I-R, angel, possessor. So like they say, a guardian angel in this world, right? Each member got an angel over them. Who knows if it's one or many? But the point is, we look, man, believe that although we can't even see our help, know it's there. What Elisha told his servant. Remember, it was a whole army, and that's a good account because it goes right into this topic we speaking on. It was a whole army surrounding Elisha and his servant, the whole Syrian army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. It might be a time you walk out your house and Esau got your whole house surrounded. Now what you gonna do? You see? But the servant was scared. He said, "Oh, my Lord, Elisha, what we going to do?" Elisha said, "Lord, open his eyes that he can see the chariots of fire round about us." And the Lord opened the man's eyes so he can see the spiritual realm. And once he looked, it was UFOs all around them. Chariots all around them. And who was in there? Angels. So although we may not see our help, is there. And that's why Elisha told him, he said, "Look, they that be with us are more than they that be with them." Oh yeah, we can see Esau, his soldiers, we can count them. Although it may look like we by ourselves, but we got more soldiers with us than Esau gonna have with him. I was just from another world, but we have to know it's there. They ain't gonna know it's there. We gonna know it's there. And the Lord might have it to where we see him and Esau don't see him. Elisha and his servants seen the angels and the chariots, but the Assyrian army didn't, man. So we have, man, a lot to look forward to. This is about to get exciting. It's about to be, man, it's about to be exciting in the earth. Seeing judgments come on these wicked, proud people, and also getting help from angels. That's going to take our faith to a whole nother level, man. Again, some go come as angels, some go come disguised as men, but take the help. Take the help because they will be sent. Matter of fact, they was created for us. Let's get this in Hebrews. Hebrews 1:14. These angels created for us, man. I'm going to read this in the KJV, but then I'm going to jump down to the Amplified Bible version and read that as well. This Hebrews 1:14. It says, "Are they," Salaki. I'm going to start at 13. It says, "But to which of the angels said he at any time, sit on my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool?" Talking about Yahweh Shai. It says, but now it's talking about the angels. It says, "Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation?" That was the KJV. But now let's read the Amplified Bible version in Hebrews 1:14. It says, "Are not all the angels ministering spirits sent out by the Most High to serve, to accompany, and to protect those who will inherit salvation?" Of course they are. Come on, man. Let's read that again. Hebrews 1:14 in the Amplified Bible version. Are not all the angels ministering spirits? You see? But ministering for who? Helping out who? It says, "Are not all the angels ministering spirits sent out by the Most High?" So he's sending them from the fourth dimension. It says to serve, accompany, protect those who will inherit salvation. Of course they are. So these angels are sent out by the Most High from heaven to accompany the elect on earth. So again, as the Apostle Ramlab said, divine intervention from the fourth dimension. You got a ring to it. Let's get two more. Psalms 34. This Psalms 34:7. I'm gonna start up a little bit. Psalms 34:7. 6. Psalms 34:6. It says, "This poor man cried, and Yahweh heard him and saved him out of all his troubles." And that's what we hoping to experience. As we cry for the Lord and ask for help, he hear us. Yahweh shall hear us and send help until that great help be sent, which is Yahweh shall. Right? But it says the poor man cried and Yahweh heard him. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh shall heard him and saved them out of all his troubles. This is the point. Verse 7. "The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them." Come on, man. The angel of the Lord, the angels of the Lord go be around, encamp, right? Be around those who fear the Heavenly Father and fear his Son. And it says, and deliver them. So as they with us, they're going to be protecting us, man. You see? I'm going to read the NLT. It says, Psalms 34:7, "For the angel of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, is a guard. He surrounds and defends all who fears him," man. Come on. Let's get one more. Psalms 91. You know we had to get this one. And I'll end it. This Psalms 91, straight to the point. Psalms 91:10. I'm gonna start at 7. It says 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. In Jacob's trouble, but mainly at salvation, seeing missiles falling and all these things happening. But even before that, it's gonna have to be divinely inspired that we go escape through all these things, even through the missiles getting beamed up. That's gonna be the greatest divine intervention ever known to man. You can take it from the earth, escaping destruction, getting beamed up in a UFO, man. That's divinely inspired. Getting excited. Psalms 91:7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. So people get knocked off left and right. It says, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. It says, because thou hast made Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. So because we live this truth on a daily, right, and gave our life to it, it says, therefore shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Now, it's about the next verse going to tell us why and how no plague will come nigh our dwelling, and how we won't have to go through these plagues. And again, it's going into the Lord sending help from the heavens. It says, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. It says, why? Next verse, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. In all our ways, whatever we're going through, we're going to be kept. We're going to be protected again, whether it's in a concentration camp, in famine, from troops coming in, from your children being taken. Even that, if your children taken from you and separated from you, look, the Lord got angels protecting them too. Believe that, man. Did not Moses was put in the Nile River with ancient alligators and ancient fish and left there, but he was good? Come on, man. The Lord over everything, even if we get thrown in fire and to get burnt up. Was not Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, or Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, was they not given divine intervention in the fire? Come on. If it don't get worse in this world, we can't see these things. But that's why we need to get bad. And once it get bad, we going to have help from the heavens. That's going to be on earth. It says, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Psalms 91:11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone, man. Come on. Read it with this. Verse 14. I'm going to end it with this. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high. And up was set on high again, beamed up. Come up hither. It says, because he hath known my name, he shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him, and with long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. So the elect go get protected through all these troubles and get beamed up. You see? By the Lord, man. So look, man, when all hell break loose from that point on, we can expect to see some great miracles by the Lord that's gonna work out on our behalf. See, but I'm going to end it right there, Lord. What in this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Chakadash. And double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity. And as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And keep fighting, keep pushing. And with that, and we almost out of here too. And with that, shalom.